Good morning, everyone, and what a fantastic start to the morning. We have a spotted hyena. Was on the middle of the road, but sadly just not very keen to be around vehicles and, well, not very keen to be on camera. All the impala are not too keen to see the hyena, so there's all sorts of feelings happening on quarantine right now. Just saw something running in the middle of the road. Just impala. You gotta love it when that happens. Good morning, my name is Lauren. I do have Darby on camera. And if any of you can ID that hyena, please do send in your IDs, because I have no idea at this stage. We're just on the open area, which is right next to camp, where all the action has been happening lately. Can I do this? Ta-da! Missed it. It's so beautiful. Fiona, unfortunately, it does happen a lot out here, especially in the Sabi Sand, and that is the reality of the situation. Excuse the rain roof. Once again, we're not trusting the weather. We're having the most wonderful sighting. A true leopard sighting. He's hop, skipping and jumping across the ravine. He's looking for catfish. He's walking through the puddles. You will find a high density of leopards in any property that has a river system. And just seeing him be a true leopard out here is just so wonderful. He's drinking, then he's jumping. And he knows there are catfish in there. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Maribes, don't go too far in there.
Look at the beautiful lines. They line up very nicely. We're right at the northern reaches of Djuma boundary. At any minute, if this line walk to the north, we might lose them. We just cross our finger for them to stay. They are not far from Sydney's dam. We are about south of the boundary itself. I would say approximately about around 200 meters. Unbelievable. We were trekking this line. It rains here. It was a little bit difficult to get to the point, but we were just like seeing tracks that they've been at night and try to focus on that. And also, I had the audio while I was at home. More or less, I just figured out the audio might be coming in this vicinity. Then we decided to come in. It's really beautiful.
Some buffalo have come down. Now they're kind of on the other side of where I am because I'm near Scotia Dam, but it kind of makes sense that they're in this area because buffalo are very water dependent, so I'm sure they're going to come down to have a drink. And those other large, long-necked things that seem to have an identity crisis are, of course, ostriches. To be fair, the ostriches were here first, and the buffalo came through. Well, I've investigated the alarm calls, and of course it ceased soon after I went to investigate. The jackals have quietened down, and I was just about to move off or move further off, and then this lovely ostrich was sitting right next to the road, so we get a nice close view of it. It's absolutely stunning. So this is a male. You can see it's got those really dark feathers, quite contrasting. Oh, look at that.
Like I mentioned, this bird is a scavenger, and that's a little bit of a we refer to as convergent evolution, where it's developed very similar features in terms of flight and wing structure to vultures. So their movement is very similar to vultures in the way they fly. It's a heavy bird, but they've got an enormous wingspan, very large wing surface, which makes them great at gliding and catching rising air, thermals, as we refer to it. But they're not great flyers as such, meaning the actual wing flapping and so forth. It takes a considerable amount of energy for them to sustain flight other than gliding.
Oh, I'm the happiest person right now. So the cheetahs pulled a slip on everybody last night, and we've managed to find them. All three males having a proper cuddle session out in the open. They don't look like they've eaten, so maybe they'll get active. But they are just looking spectacular. Hello, boys. It's nice to see you. Everyone's been looking for them for 2 hours, and we've managed to find them. I pulled off a long distance. Oh, that termite mound's a little bit too light. Picked up the binoculars, and there's the cheetahs. Now they've just woken up. When we got here, they were sleeping. Now they're starting to groom. This is so, so important for them, and just amazing to see. Look at that, having a little cuddle. They are absolutely amazing together. They've always got each other's backs. Today we've just had an absolutely lovely sunrise safari. A huge thank you to everybody for joining us for our adventure today. We got super lucky. The cheetahs, the lions, the leopard, even the crocodile and the Marabou Stork. Very unusual sightings. And an amazing predator-filled day. I particularly enjoyed our zebras in the mist as well. A very successful morning and a nice gap for us after the rain. But wherever you are, we hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day or night. Remember, if you want to keep it wild between now and the sunset safari at 3:30 p.m. Central African time, you can stick around for Escape to Nature, Wild Watch, and Just Nature as well. But for myself and the rest of the crew, have an amazing time, and we'll see you all a little bit later today. Bye, everyone.